We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And off we go from Denver. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Sorry, my bad.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass, because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Another run by Bigsby. A little juke. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On play action, Lawrence. That's complete. It's down in Duvernay.
Oh, I cut too wide.
Get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now, saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Now Lawrence. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their 1st sack of the contest.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Oh, all you gotta do is catch
this
that.
pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down. That was not an easy one to hold on to. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Williams.
Read it.
Cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially,
you
it's
read
a
those.
1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Jaguar defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But getting
wow. It's behind
space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
The Broncos at 9-7 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away.
What a punt.
Well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They go play action now. Lawrence, they'll roll him out right. Dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Stupid.
Well, it
Sorry,
turns
we'll get it
out
back.
It's not their offense who gets you on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, shit.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it to the 30-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And Bigsby once more. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Yeah, he does. I need him to hold his block just a little bit longer.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow.
Why you let him off the block? Why you let him off the block?
Crazy. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done.
Why are we selling
they
that?
throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Yo, stick work. Look at that first.
Inside the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Jaguars are able to move back in front. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
We proved we can stop him. So he's got to stop him. Can't believe my fucking shit, bro.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Can't believe I threw that pick 6. It is what it is.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And Williams is going to pick up a Broncos first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
With the score, Jaguars 10, Broncos 7.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Williams running left.
Yeah, we did. We did.
In this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now Jones. And this is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
Does he not like bum eggs?
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop it with authority.
Say 40.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
Now 2nd and 9. In motion left goes a tight end. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Oh, the Ravens just clinched the North.
Now Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
This is taken at about the 14. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum? This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Jones got a man open. It's Sutton. And he will have the Broncos 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Franklin. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the 27, Jones. Screenplay set up for Williams. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in. It's been tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Back to throw again. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
All right. Look at the score here.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Lawrence. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the gun, Bigsby will get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now Lawrence to throw. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's a give to Bigsby. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A run here with Bigsby. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They go play action with Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Broncos 14.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that 1st half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the 1st half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Come on. Let's do this.
Off play action. Jones.
Give me that.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Oh my God, not Surtain.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard
Damn
line.
it.
Well, their defense got
That's not who I thought ran that route.
They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you to come to like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Out route complete to Dulcich. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker.
Yeah, we did.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
At the 42-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Wow, this man.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now, they started with great field position, is facing 4th down.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And this is a commentary in today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
3rd and 12. Here's Lawrence. Pressure comes and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken around the 12. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he takes us up to the 40.
What's up?
11 yards for number 11.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all
Hello?
receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Oh.
The coverage keyed in on him since
Oh, his network error.
he earned a little more attention on that route. A lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he will have the Broncos first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on second and long. Jones.
Oh my gosh! I'm there every time.
And he'll get it out to
I just couldn't get it that time.
spotted right in midfield at the 50. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one complete again to Mims. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
Interesting.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On the carry.
I'm going to need a better running back for the playoff run until ETN can get back.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Oh, the Broncos out on the hit they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught. Oh, what a move.
Bro, let's fucking go.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Bigsby. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you
Oh, dude.
He's taken down. Alex Singleton making the play defensively.
Interesting.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack didn't quite have the splash,
Jeez, finally. I don't know why I was bugging.
Finally. You just missed a nasty fake punt, and now I'm about to squabble it.
Nah, I saw it.
Oh, thanks.
Kind of.
Oh, it's okay.
On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw.
No! Oh,
Shh. Spoilers.
sorry. He was open. Well, can't do a fake punt now.
Get over that. Yeah, that's over.
This will be taken at the 13. And he'll take a shot.
Have you seen Squid Game Season 2 yet?
No.
It's really good.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
We'll see. We'll see.
One of the mission, they force the punt. Now they deficit and take it for
Did you look at the power rankings?
Yeah. Did you see what mine said?
Yeah.
That's
I
crazy.
thought about reading them all, but
I was like, wow.
he said, what did he say? Bottom 10 offense, bottom 5 defense?
Yeah, and then he said
He
predictable.
said,
I said, what the fuck?
predictable was crazy.
That,
I was like,
no, I was like, geez, Louise.
Did you see what he said about mine?
No, I didn't do this. I should have. I'm sorry.
I was 2 spots below you. He he said we're like a bag of forgettable chips, a forgettable bag of chips. We're just kind of there. We're still there. Something like that.
That's crazy.
They're not really great at anything.
Dude. Yeah, it's just crazy. Oh, he sent a screenshot of them all. I didn't know he did that. They're not great. They're not good. They're just there.
Mm-hmm. Damn, I thought I could get that over.
Yeah, we're there on defense. We're reading all.
We'll take that though. Right back. Right
Who you
back.
playing?
Raiders.
Ooh. And PSL.
2-0.
Once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Sorry.
We had a solid run and then these fucking holding.
What's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back. Now Jones.
Bro. Every time he gets that. That's crazy. Man ran verticals.
Did you had Kate Otten, didn't you?
Yeah, I used to.
And just didn't resign him.
No.
Yeah.
Why? Who has him now?
The Rams.
Oh, you have him? Nice.
Because it's like, you know, Higbee at that point is a 74 at like 30 something years old.
Yeah, my rookie, obviously went from normal to star, and he just.
Yeah, you got 2 stars.
Yeah, I do. I signed another one,
Yeah.
but the other one's slow as shit. Holy shit! How the fuck he just catch that? Jumped over my defender.
Good rid of a kid. Yep, good stuff.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. And he fires one incomplete. That pass was a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different.
Oh, yeah.
Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can
She said it brought that a little short. Actually, no, they do give him the 10-yard line like he wasn't 12 yards past the line.
I benched Purdy in my T2O game.
No way.
He threw 5 picks.
Playing that bad? 5 picks? Who threw 5 picks? Him or you?
A little bit of both.
5 picks?
Uh-huh.
Ugly. Great blocking.
Uh-huh.
Against who?
Fez.
The Vikings?
Yeah, the Vikings did.
That's for real.
Mm-hmm.
5 picks. Did you win?
Hell no.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing his 3-0 right now. He's they're 47-0.
Yeah, I got fucked.
God.
Yeah.
I thought that was a different game, and then I saw Bucks. I was like, oh.
Yeah, no.
Jett has only had 1 catch.
Huh?
Jett has only had 1 catch.
Yeah. I threw pick 6.
Damn. Damn. I was like, Jett has 1 catch. 47.
And I forgot who else went off.
Addison?
No, he doesn't have Addison.
I
think his rookie or something like that went off.
Don't throw no pick right here.
And his running back. That
Aaron Jones? No, it's different.
He's got a
I wouldn't keep Aaron Jones either.
2-year. Or 2nd year. I don't know. But that bitch fucking has tank. And he was just fucking shrugging.
Problem.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you're on defense here. Oops.
He's telling me not to throw a pick. Thought you were talking to yourself. I was like, yeah, that's a good thing. Don't throw a pick. Sarah's watching some thriller called One Small Favor or something like that.
Come on.
It's got Anna Kendrick's in it. It's kind of crazy. Man, he just ran into it. It's just kind of crazy. I don't want to spoil it. She's a nanny, and she meets her new friend, and then her new friend just disappears for 4 days to Miami. So they say. And yeah, now they're trying to find her.
Roughing penalty on the PAT. They'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains.
Yep, drop that. Drop that. Now you can go for it. Or you can punt it. But I'm pretty sure you probably gonna go for it.
Second down. Throwing now, Lawrence. Pass complete. Thomas. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to get the first and save a time. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on
Ooh, someone got hurt on the Broncos. Whoa, Shaggy.
that fits the bill.
Just Shaggy, I guess. Whoa, Raggy.
Hey, we'll take that. No way! No, neutral zone infraction. Bro. Neutral zone infraction? They got a neutral. I never get a neutral zone infraction. How? Hey man, you do these little thinking dunks. You know, you gotta better get moving. Yeah, for real. Because we were definitely about to get a stop. That blows.
Let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
I got a score, unfortunately. And that's not helping.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is there. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
14 seconds. Oh, buddy, you're cutting it close.
And he's going to be out down inside
Oh,
the
no.
15. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Wow.
What happened?
He, running back, broke off 2 hit sticks and scored.
Fuck.
I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. I don't like that play call. Yeah. Time out. Oh, it all comes down to this one. Here's the last play of the game to decide it.
Well, on the bright side, I still win the division. On the low side, he gets into the playoffs, but I don't want to make him not get into the playoffs.
Oh. Tough. It was right. It was there. It was there.
Was there?
Too bad
He launched.
sucks.
Yeah, tell me about it. I threw a pick 6 too, and that shit sucks.
Yeah, difference maker. Yeah, I might be able to play 2-2 on PSL tonight. We'll see. Because he said he has a draft.
Yeah.
He said it